Today we're going to talk about Family Promise of Pierce County. Family Promise started at a national level in 1986. The idea that still holds firm today is that we help families experiencing homelessness and low-income families achieve sustainable independence through a community-based response. One major practice is to allow local affiliate organisations to decide how to best solve local issues. Community. It's all about community. Local leaders here in Pierce County realised in 2022 that we can do more together, working with volunteers, faith organisations and businesses to change the outcomes for those families. In 2023, the local 501c3 charity was formed as Family Promise of Pierce County. In November of that year, Steve Decker was hired as the chief executive. On January 2nd of 2024, we began serving families. Families are a special group in the world of those who are houseless. Families will often hide the impact of losing a home by sleeping in the family car, staying at friends' homes, or even sending the children away. Each time a child has a change in environment, they suffer one more trauma. Losing a home, losing a routine, losing a friend, losing out on social events, losing beloved toys. Each time, the children experience one more trauma. We have worked hard to prevent more trauma. We believe that by opening at least one shelter and day centre in each school district, we can partner with the schools to keep children with their peers. By staying near their school, they can participate in simple things like birthday parties. We work closely with McKinney-Vento teams at schools. We do this using a three-pronged approach. First, of course, is locating a shelter in each school district. Smaller, scattered site family shelters allow children to stay close to support networks. Our shelter model encourages families to move forward by closing each morning at 7 a.m. Families have the opportunity to be at a day centre during the day and return to the shelter each night as early as 7 p.m. There are exceptions made for those who work graveyard shifts. Our day centres are open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m, 7 days a week. The second key system we employ is to provide intensive case management, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m, 7 days a week at the day centre. By meeting with families 2 to 3 times a week, we are able to support them to find housing more quickly. By limiting the number of families per case manager to 15, we are able to provide the deeper level of support needed. Lastly, we have to ensure that the work is as efficient as possible. The third part of the model is to leverage technology. Family Promise of Pierce County has used in-kind donations from Google, Twilio and Facebook. Our current in-kind valuation for those services is almost $500,000. Case managers should spend their time with families, working towards stability and placement. By using artificial intelligence, we are able to remove obstacles to service delivery. When a person completes an intake form with us, the AI system analyzes the content and creates a summary for the case managers, eliminating the time spent going through documentation. If the person is not in our service area, they receive a tailored list of resources and recommendations via SMS, text message or email, based on their needs and located in their area. If the family is local to Pierce County and has children, the summary will go to the case manager, who will contact the family, usually within an hour. They will set up an in-person meeting as soon as physically possible and can travel out to the family. Any obstacles to progress are addressed using trauma-informed, coach-based case management. When the family meets, they are able to complete any required paperwork, such as HMIS documentation and release, using the web-based electronic signature system. They receive a copy of the signed documents electronically, and they are also stored in the case file. The head of household is then able to complete a self-sufficiency matrix assessment. This too goes through the AI system, which generates individual steps and potential goals to discuss. This step alone can restore an hour of time to the case manager to work on those goals. The system captures all activity, including emails, text messages or phone records, and stores them in the case files automatically, saving hours and hours of time for each case. The system also includes a resume builder based on the technology, which includes in each resume the current keywords of duties and responsibilities for any job title. At the end of each day, the system creates a report for bed use at the shelters and sends it to the appropriate team member who will be in charge for the evening. The same process also documents the stay in the case file. The bed reservation system is live and can process thousands of bed reservations each night. The current expected limit is 100,000 clients before we have to ask for more resources from Google. As families succeed and find housing, we follow them for a year. Instead of 2 to 3 times per week, we discuss progress 2 to 3 times a month. Budget training continues as game theory, with the AI system analysing and providing targeted feedback to the family as they enter their expenses and income, rewarding success. The data collected during all these processes becomes a study in best practices. We can analyse families as a group and pull out reports that indicate where we should be putting resources. A data dashboard was created that has real-time data on cases, including active services, bed use and demographics. We needed a name for our system. We remembered the great story of the Lord of the Rings, which talks about a single ring that could control many different things at once. The Family Promise system is named for that ring, Ashnazg, as it replaces so many different platforms. We haven't touched on so many of the processes that exist, models that we use, or training that we provide families. We encourage you to learn more. Try the self-sufficiency matrix, resume builder, or even the intake system. The matrix and the resume builder don't require anyone to be a client of Family Promise. If you want to see the results for a pretend client entering an intake, there is no client file created if you enter a zip code that is outside Pierce County. Thank you so much for watching. We're eager to partner with you and serve those in need.